Well, hello there, magical turtles. Hello there, Zachary-san. Hello, Fractal. What are we doing here? What are we doing here tonight? Or is it the daytime? Well, that's a particularly interesting question because, as I understand it, this is a live internet performance, which means we's recording now in the basement, and it'll be live later for the turtles. Wait, well, isn't that like? I thought that live meant when you're doing something in real time in that moment, because the big thing about live is that if we mess up, if we make a mistake, that there's no choice of editing that out. That's what live means to me. Well, why can't it be live later? Well, because one of the things is that, say, if I sneeze or something, or if I notice that I have like an embarrassing particle of something in my beard, and I notice that later, then I can edit that. I can not show the world that moment, as we're in a live performance. Everybody just sees everything, so it is what it is. Are you trying to say that this isn't what it is? No, this is what it is. This moment for us experiencing now, but being as there's that see, I'm getting too meta with it now. Well, we's magical turtle Metacine, so that's highly appropriate. Let's get meta. Let's talk about reality. I like talking about reality. I think that all we're ever doing is talking about reality. Talking about reality, talking about reality. Talking about reality, talking about reality. A friend of mine and I were having a conversation the other day, and the question was asked, what is reality? And what the answer is. You were here for the conversation. What is reality? Reality is when what we call reality is talking about reality, 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 talking about reality. You get it? So reality is when what we call reality is talking about reality, talking about reality, talking about reality, talking about reality. This is getting too meta. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. We have to talk about reality, or else what are we doing? We can sing. We can sing about reality. Yeah, I'd love. Let's sing our songs. So now begins the live recorded performance of today. Okay, so let's make it an aqua pillow performance. Ooh, I love aqua pillow. Tell the turtles what aqua pillow means. Aqua pillow it's acapello. It's just a cute way that Fractal likes to say. So there won't be any music, but we're gonna sing our songs. What song would you like to sing first? I like all of the songs. I do too, but which one do you think should be first? Well, sometimes when I'm swimming around, eyes can feel kinda empty. Sometimes when I checks in the fridge, I sees only the shelves. Sometimes when you're out in the world, stuff can seem super sketchy. Here's a little magical spell that I sing to myself. It goes, you don't have to worry at all, I will make you a taco. You don't have to buckle your shoes before you climb in the sled. And we don't have to live in the woods, I will build us a castle. You don't have to swim through the moat, there's a drawbridge instead. I have always dreamed of a magic castle orbiting me, where the moths and bees have all the tacos they can eat, though it often seems like there's something spooky following me. It all can be when I realize it's all just me, so you don't have to worry at all, I will make you a taco. You don't have to buckle your shoes before you climb in the sled. You don't have to live in the woods, I will build us a castle. You don't have to swim through the moat, there's a drawbridge instead. This is all one thing, one massive awkward globular dream where macaws and skinks sing operas of their origins, and the awesome thing about it all in you and me as it's always been and probably will always be. So you don't have to live in the fear. I can make you a promise. Wherever the vessel is veered, you are always yourself. And everything is squiggling spheres made of magical turtles. So everything you'll ever need here is right there in your shell. So you don't have to hurry at all. You don't have to worry at all. You don't have to hurry at all. You are a magical turtle. I says you don't have to worry at all. You are a magical. You don't have to hurry at all. You are a magical. We don't have to worry at all. We are all magical turtles. So you don't have to worry at all. You can build you a taco. You don't have to buckle your shoes before you climb in the sled. You don't have to live in the woods. I can make us a castle. You don't have to swim through the moat. There's a drawbridge for friends. So you don't have to worry at all. It's okay if you curl in a ball. You don't have to be sturdy and tall to be a magical turtle. So, if you ever feel unworthy and small, remember how much I love you all. It's always a trustworthy trust fall to be a magical. You don't have to hurry at all. We are all magical turtles. No te preocupes, mi amor. Todos somos tortugas. That means you don't have to worry at all. You're a magical turtle. That was beautiful. I love that song. Every time. Fractal, why don't we tell the turtles about what magical turtle medicine is? I think that some of these turtles, some of them might see me and remember me from previous. I used to go by Zach and What Army. I guess I still do. But when we're together, we're like a band. Yeah, we're like a band, but it's just me and Fraktyl the Magical Turtle. And one of the things that makes us interesting, and one of the things about it being called Magical Turtle Metacine with a T, meta, because meta is when we refer to the thing. It's when it's talking about reality. Yeah. So this is so one of the things is that I'm a human, and Fractal is. I always am worried that I'm going to offend you if I say it. That I'm a turtle? No, the other, the meta thing. Oh, you're referring to the three-dimensional reality that I exist within and interface with the consciousnesses of other magical turtles through what is called a puppet. Yeah, that part. That's always. I prefer to you to say it, because if I say it to you, it's kind of like it's like I'm saying that you're not real. That's what some people think when they think, because I know that it's not that you are a puppet, it's that you happen through a puppet. But a lot of the turtles haven't had the experience of a self-aware puppet. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Because that's not how I view you. You know, that's not how. That's how I view you visually right now. But I know that you're an ethos and a spirit. You're like a spirit. You're like a ghost in a shell. Well, that's a spooky way of putting it. But I've heard people refer to consciousness like a human's consciousness is like a ghost in a shell, because that you can't point to where consciousness is happening. Like sometimes we talk about it like it happens in the brain, but it's like it's also like kind of in the heart, and sometimes I swear my kneecaps are like have their own experiences. That's the most peculiar thing I think I've ever heard you say. Well, I feel like you should always think about the weirdest thing
tomorrow. We should always build upon it. That's called novelty. I like novelty. You want to sing another song? This is getting a little weird.
Yeah, sure. Let's sing Let's sing my favorite song. Well, it's weird to have favorites. Every song. I love all the songs. That's why we do them. That's why we sing them. Let's sing. You are a particular turtle living in a particle world, and your heart is the smart of the planet, and it comes with unlimited bandwidth. It's magical, and we are all starticular turtles, swimming in a marvelous swirl. And you are like the star of the gamut, and so is everybody else in this magical galaxy, and we are all one fractalist turtle. Kame no Kokoro, pink and purple. Oh, we messed up. Yeah, it's live, so can I explain the mistake? It's Kokoro. That's heart and or spirit in Nihongo. Like, how we say the heart of Detroit in English? Well, in Japanese, you say Kokoro. And I said Kokoro, which might be something else entirely. I don't actually know, because we don't actually speak Japanese. We just know a couple of cute phrases. Watashi wa mahou no kame desu. Kame no Kokoro, pink and purple. This is all one fractalist turtle. Kame no Kokoro, pink and purple. And we can be whatever we can imagine. The realest dream a turtle can have or fathom. To love you is becoming a knee-jerk, even when we act like complete jerks. Sometimes our behavior is Geezers, Louisers, but we all definitively deserve these words. Did you know you were a magical turtle? Did you know you were a magical turtle? The only one who's you in the world. Did you know you had a magical shell? And we are all one small all in all, unfolding, even when we forget to recall this. Don't we? I was talking to you, magical turtle, the one who dreams of freeing the world. Kame no Kokoro, a love cannon, and its love beams deal unlimited damage in panda kisses. This is all one fractalist turtle. Watashi wa mahou no kame. And we can be whatever we can imagine. The realest spell a turtle can cast is magicking, and we are all such magical turtles, dancing in a fractalist swirly-doo. And our hearts are so large and expansive, they can fit a several quadrillion deep family. Happily tú eres mi familia tortugas. All the bats and bears and belugas. This multiverse is crawling with magic and bliss, and all of the koalas and mantises can get it. Tú eres mi familia tortugas. Ichi kamezoku, happy truth, love. And we can be whatever we can imagine. The realest dream a turtle can have is happening to eres mi tortugas familiar. The next wish that you make on a little star. Remember that we live on a flying walkway. That's really all this turtle is trying to say. Tu eres mi familia tortugas. Camino, Kokoro, happy truth, love. And we can be whatever we can imagine. The realest dream the turtles can hatch is happening. It's all happening, magical turtles. It's always all happening to all of us, forever and ever. Hooray, hooray. Kajo, kajo. We messed it up a couple of times, but it was okay. Well, other than the one that you mentioned, or that we felt the need to address in that moment, I don't think that any of the turtles watching at home would have known that we messed up. Not any. I mean, there might have been somebody who was like a linguist scholar. But even the other points that we said the wrong thing was we were singing the song. Only we know the lyrics thus far, because these songs are very new and the world hasn't really heard them. So it's like, I think it's not only okay, it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. Why is it beautiful? It's beautiful. I think human error is something that the turtles are really going to we're going to discover. We are discovering that we love our own fallibility, like, because robots are artificial intelligence is like, there's more and more stuff that humans used to do that we're now having robots do, and the robots do it like without flaw, without error, some of the things. But there's certain things that we haven't figured out how to have robots do yet, and one of them is what we call true creativity and emotion and sincerity, and error is actually a thing. Like when you go and see like a live, not that this isn't live once again, but like, when you see somebody playing instruments, it's not perfect. It's there's the time is like weird and actually like delightfully wonky. And sometimes, so when you're seeing a live concert with a lot of instrumentation, there's something about it that's so alive and so human. And you could say that it's mathematically imperfect, and that a robot or would do it better. But I think that it's beautiful that we're not the same every time, because we're just such beautiful chaos. We're nonsense. Haven't you you're the nonsense man. I am a nonsense man. Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that song? Well, I suppose I could. All right, I have a little poem. Okay, Fractal, will you be my audience? Yeah, I'll sit in this chair. Okay, sit you down in that chair here. Okay. Ooh, you know what? I'll do a spoken word poem thing that is very relevant right now, because it's about. I wrote it thinking about a particular turtle that all of you, I'm pretty sure, are aware of to different degrees, because this particular turtle has been all over the airwaves. So I wrote a poem to said nonsense man, and it goes like, "Dear fellow nonsense man, you are, just as I am, a nonsense man. A little bug that thinks it knows some stuff, and on that acts. For whatever ends or purpose, we are on this track, and inevitably nervous of what we might lack. So expect us to act up, to
exemplify through antics that we are that dumb and oblivious as any of us man-bought lugs whom are capable of wonders, though are just as much, well, we can be a tad blunt. Sometimes we're like scared, weak boys that know not how we douche, nor how we are devoid of any logic other than our own to explain why we should be the ones determining who lives or cries. You see, I am a nonsense man. And I think our biggest difference is that I know that. So I try to tread a little gentler every day so that I can face myself in total truth. Because I don't have any power over anyone or wish for such. I am humbled by the fact that I am just as much underqualified as you or any nonsense child to preside over the future of the ranked and filed. But we are, for now, locked in to a role that we can choose to do a whole lot with. And I think the safest way for us to be not dicks is try to be more like an open hand and not cocked fists. I'll try to say that again, because that was like one of the more cliche hippy-dippy things that I possibly could have said there. I think it's okay that we have those, but let's not be dicks. You see, my friend, you are in one rough spot. You may think that you have won the thing, but you just got sentenced to the highest prison. You're in such deep hock that I have no hatred for you. I'm just like, oh, please, God, do not let this baby Huey Scrooge McFuckboy pop 7 billion brilliant hearts because his thumbs got hot. Look, I don't claim to know the future, bro, but let's not fib. There's probably better folks to trust those nuclear launch codes with. I just wish that all could realize, as some men have, that such power can't be trusted with a nonsense man, because we are fallible at our best, and we are monsters at our worst. So just try not to end the world, and enjoy your curse. For like you, I am cursed as well. So I know it hurts like hell to be trapped inside a mind that makes you think it's not a spell, but it is, and can be broken. I do not believe you're hopeless. And I won't give up on us, nonsense man, no matter how atrocious. But know this. Though I might bow to namaste thee, I will never bend thy knee. Because I think you're fucking silly. A nonsense man. Like me. Dear... Well, sincerely yours. Dear is what you say at the beginning of that. Sincerely yours, and with love. But it's sort of like LUV love, like a Terrence McKennie and Alan Wattsian sort of LUV love, or like a late Beatles sort of world love sort of thing. I don't like you. I don't agree with you about anything at all. I think you're a shabby fellow, but with love, a fellow nonsense man. Peugeot. Fractal, you wanna come in here and we'll sing one more song? Yeah, that would be magical. That would be magical. Let's do it. Let's do it all. Let's do it to the world. Let's do it. Hooray. 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 How about we do this one with the music? Yeah, let's do it with music. Let me just turn on my little Illuminati phone over here. What are we doing? We're doing magical turtle medicine. I am a magical turtle.
I have a magical shell. I use my magical medicine to cast the magic spells. I have a magical turtle. I am the magical spells. I flaps my magical flipserses and fix this turtle shell, 'cause I'm a super duper magical turtle. Super duper magical turtle. I am a super duper magical turtle inside a super duper magical turtle. I am a practical turtle. I am the spells I choose. I swims about through the multiverse in search of loves and truths. We're in a magical world. I wish you all so well. I've come to Earth as a turtle with a turtle now to tell you that you're super duper magical turtles. Super duper magical turtles. We are all super duper magical turtles here on this super duper magical Mahonokame. You are the magical turtles. You cast the magical spells. You're always here with us all on this gigantic turtle shell. It's all a fractalist world, the whole entire thing. It's turtles all the way up and down, so gather around and sing with me now. All of the turtles, magical turtles. All of the turtles in the world. All of the turtles, magical turtles. All of the turtles in the world. We are the magical turtles. We cast the magical spells. I choose to love all the turtles and accept this perfect shell. When you put your trust in the turtle, the whole thing is just we. I've come to Earth as a turtle with a turtle now to see myself as all of the turtles. Magical turtles. All of the turtles in the world. All of the turtles. Magical turtles. All of the turtles in the world are super duper magical turtles. Super duper magical. Mahonokame tortuga muy muy mágica. Mahonokame tortuga muy muy mágica. Mahonokame. All of the turtles sing Shidawukwe. All of the turtles in the world. I love you all, magical turtles. And you know what? I as well. I loves you all just for existing. Well, this has been magical. Yeah, this has been fun. This has been cool. I've really enjoyed myself, and even though there were some mistakes, there was some human turtle error. Like, I feel really good about this performance because, you know, we got to talk about it, and that's part of what we do as magical turtle medicine purveyors of the magical turtle medicine. It's part of our thing to get super duper meta with it. So we got to talk about reality. We got to talk about editing and reality. And I just thought that was super meta and good. Yeah, there's always a parable. There's always lessons in the magical turtle story.